Coach Lance here with CFSJ's Inside the Box. Whether you have tight times or tight spaces, we've got you covered. What you're about to follow along with is a 1-hour class shrunk into a 10-minute video. How do we do it? We create pause points, we write out equipment lists, and we give you substitution options to where there is zero thought on your part. So whether you have a hotel room, a hotel gym, or you're lucky enough to be outside, we're going to give you that great CFSJ feel when you're not at CFSJ. So let's take a look at the equipment list. Most of the times fairly minimal, and a lot of times you can substitute these things for things you have around your house, whether it be a water bottle or a filled up backpack. So let's go ahead and grab your phone, let's check out this equipment list, and let's get going. Every class, we're going to start off with 2 minutes of cardio. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a bike or a rower or a treadmill or the outside, let's go ahead and do 2 minutes of rowing or jogging or biking. If you don't have that, then let's start off with some jumping jacks, some step back burpees, some double unders, or some other method of your choice that you can do in the tight space that you're in. If you need a suggestion, let's go ahead and do step back burpees. The thing I love most about step back burpees is they hit everything at once. So instead of making this a dynamic, we're going to make this a very slow, grindy kind of movement, stepping back, engaging that plank on the way forward, driving those hips open, getting that nice hinge and that hamstring stretch, and working the plank and the push-up. By the time you've done about 15 of these, everything is ready. Now again, it's your choice, so let's go ahead and start those 2 minutes now. With the cardio out of the way, let's go ahead and focus on the 4 main movements of our dynamic warm-up. The purpose of these movements is to get us stable and active for our strength development and our WOD. Starting off, we're going to do 10 inchworms with 2 scapular push-ups. Walking out to a plank, spreading the shoulder blades apart and bringing them back into the spine. There's no movement of the arms in this. 10. Next, going back into that plank, we're going to go Spider-Man with a double twist, bringing the right foot to the right hand, turning the chest into the knee and then away from the knee. 5 each side. Next, remaining in that plank position, we're going to go active pigeon. Driving the right heel to the sky before shooting the right knee forward, bringing the shin perpendicular across the body, dropping the hips and lifting the chest for a quick hip stretch. Go ahead and give me 5 each side. And next, we're going to go 10 twisted cross. Face down with arms spread, we're going to bring that left hand into the left armpit, pushing, getting a big stretch in that right chest. Go ahead and give me 5 each side. Now again, if you need something a little bit more, go ahead and do a little bit more. If there's something from a previous day that worked really well for you, let's go ahead and add it. Pause and meet me back here at activation. Today's activation is going to focus on getting our chest and our shoulders stable for either putting weight overhead or supporting our body weight. We're going to start off with 20 seconds of a pectoral squeeze. Let's go ahead and watch Coach Devin as he pushes those hands together, pulls the shoulder blades back, and he's pressing the hands together like he's trying to turn coal into diamonds. 20-second hold. Next, we're going to go into a plank position, pulling the left arm to the right shoulder and holding this 3-point plank for 20 seconds. We're going to do this on both sides for a total of 40 seconds. And last, we're going to go prison Superman hold. Face down in the prone position. Let's go ahead and put our hands behind our back. Feet together, we're gonna lift the chest and the thighs off the ground and then further drive the hands away from the back. We're gonna hold this for 20 seconds. Now we have 2 full rounds of this, so let's go ahead and set our timer for 20 seconds. If you need to, go ahead and rewind and follow along with Devin's demonstrations, or pause and we'll see you back here at strength. Today's strength is an upper body development of a slightly different flavor. Instead of using any of our implements, we're going to use mostly our body weight. Starting off, we're going to work those shoulders and really advance both of our handstands and our pressing movements with the wall walk. Let's watch Coach Devin demonstrate. Starting off in a plank position, he's going to walk his feet up the wall as he walks his hands in closer. If you notice that his body's staying in a straight line, so this is a core challenge as much as it is a shoulder challenge. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to get as close to the wall as possible. But as the shoulders feel more stable and as you gain confidence, the goal is to try to get that nose to touch the wall on each rep. We're going to do 1 of these per round. Next, we're going to follow up with 10 overhead plate sit-ups. Pretty simple. We're going to start in a sit-up position with that weight directly over the chest. As we sit up, we're going to slowly continue to press that weight up to the sky, eventually getting it directly over our head. Try not to let the weight drift forward, as this will make that movement much easier. So again, we're going to be doing a superset of 1 wall walk directly into 10 plate overhead sit-ups. Now you're going to have enough time to get both of these done in the 2-minute round. So what we're going to do is spend the majority of the time really getting that wall walk in order. 30 to 40 seconds, followed by 30 seconds to do the plate sit-ups, which should give us anywhere from 40 seconds to a minute of rest. Let's go ahead and set that timer for 2 minutes. You're going to give me 6 rounds of these, beginning now. Now, let's talk about today's Metcon. Today's workout, Double Dragon, combines 2 movements with a couplet run. What we're going to do is work thrusters with a 100-meter run followed by deadlifts with a 100-meter run. The good part about this is that the reps and sets stay low enough that while we're hitting the cardio and making our heart rate spike, we're not messing with muscular endurance and pushing to the point of failure. So let's look at today's workout. It's a 15-minute AMRAP, a little on the longer side, with 12 single arm dumbbell or kettlebell thrusters. Let's go ahead and watch Coach Devin demonstrate. We're going to start off with the kettlebell or the dumbbell at the shoulder, pushing the shoulder and the elbow through, shoulder blades stay back, belly stays tight to spine. Maintaining proper core position, we're going to drop the hip below the point of the knee crease. Now, in those last 2 inches of standing, we're going to accelerate the squat and turn this into a hip movement as opposed to a shoulder-based movement. We're going to do 6 on each side of these. This will be followed directly by a 100-meter run. Now, if you don't have space to run, remember 100 meters equates to about 30 seconds of cardio. If you're crazy, you'll do 30 seconds of burpees. For the rest of us, we'll do something like 30 seconds of jump rope, or jumping jacks, or mountain climbers, or something of the such. Next, we're going to go 12 single arm dumbbell deadlifts. This can be done with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. The feet are going to be narrow, shoulders going to be pulled back, and the main focus of this is we're trying to not let the chest drop or the spine and the hips twist. Now, because the implement's a little smaller, you're going to have to reach a little farther down, so we're only looking for, on the dumbbell version of this, 1 head to hit the ground. We're going to go 6 each arm. And again, we're going to follow with a 100-meter run. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our bells in order. We're going to choose the cardio of our choice. If we have the place to do the 100-meter run, I would suggest doing so. The intention of today's workout is a hard grind. The reps are not so much that you're going to deal with muscular exhaustion or muscular fatigue, but you will deal with cardiovascular fatigue. So the idea is to just keep hitting it until your pace slows down. We have 15 minutes to get as many rounds of these two combinations of thrusters and run and deadlift and run in as many rounds as we can get in 15 minutes. Okay, now that we're situated, let's get our playlist in order, get our timer set to 15 minutes, starting a countdown in 3, 2, 1, go.